Hey everybody, I'm Jane.
And I'm Sarah.
And you're listening to the Medium Curious podcast, the show that goes out into the sky and brings stars back to you to give to you, friends.
Oh, yeah. Talking about bright stars. Two more brights in there, so there's five bright
stars.
Yes. We have on Scott Darlington today, and he's in the midst of a transformation, but it's hard to see where he started because he's just so shiny. And Jane and I just absolutely adore him, and we want everybody else to experience
the sheen, the shine, the shimmer.
The shimmer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think also we're showcasing a relationship that is across the veil.
Mm-hmm.
And the continuation of love and the continuation of communication.
Yeah. And also that person across the veil insisted that we do this. So there's that.
Yeah, we had no choice.
We didn't really have a choice. Okay. Without any further ado, let's meet Scott.
Yay.
Scott, do you see what sweater I'm wearing? You know who told me to put this on?
David?
He did. He insisted. So I don't know why, but you'll tell me. So anyway, everyone, we have a very special guest today. This person is someone who we met through Carla. We met Scott essentially through Carla Kaufman-Sloan.
Oh.
Did you know that, Sarah?
I didn't know that.
Listeners, guests, we have Scott Darlington. And listeners, he's like an extraordinary human being. And we're so excited for y'all to meet him because we get to have him in our life all the time, but you don't yet. So now you will.
If you can't see him, he has dimples. Just come on. So cute.
I know, they won't go away, so...
no, we wouldn't want them
smiling.
to. No.
Don't let them go away. You're perfect. So, Scott, do you want to tell us a little bit about who you are and, like, why you know Sarah and I maybe? Or, I don't know, some little, besides the magical Carla, who really is the key to all of it.
Well, I mean, Carla is the key to it, and I guess we can start with Carla, even though you said not to, but... Carla is really long time, 20, 30 years friends with my dead husband. And that's how I know Carla is through David. And I reached out to her in the middle of 2025 I actually wanted her to give me a reading right before I did his celebration of life. And she threw out a couple of names, and because it wasn't the right timing for her, she was in Europe, and Jane Morgan was one of those names. And that brought me into this world. I started listening to Medium Curious, of course, and the podcast, geez, it's just so amazing. You all just thank you. And then from there, I got a reading from you, Jane Morgan. And then I'm just, I'm in multiple things with you and Sarah. And I'm on this little journey right now, this awakening, I guess. And I'm really leaning into learning about myself more and the universe and the unseen universe. And, a former corporate guy that's trying to just drop all that conditioning and just level up, I guess. So that's sort of how I'm here. Is that right?
I would say you're here because of your husband, David.
Yeah.
Because David was the one.
He's a force.
Yeah, he's a force.
Super special and sparkly too, just like you.
He is. Yes.
Yes. Well, so when we first did our first reading, he came right in and was like a powerful, one of the most clear links I think I've ever had. Like he's just a very, very good communicator and hilarious. And then also I want to say that when you came on the screen, I thought, oh my God, there you are. Like, I just was like, my heart just like blew open. And I was like, thank God you're here. And obviously we kind of talk about this a lot, Sarah. Like, we feel that way about a lot of the people we read for, because kind of the jam is to open your heart and they open their heart to you. And it's just like a very big love fest. But this was different. I was like, thank God there he is. So it was like total soulmate feeling when I saw you. But I want to say your husband is the one who enrolled you in the various courses that you're in that now bring you together. And it was your husband. And Sarah, tell the story of how he insisted that you do a reading for Scott.
He did. Actually, your husband, David, was in my awareness before I even realized it, because you're also in Clair Club.
I am in Clair Club, yes.
And we do need to talk about how you're coming online as a medium and a psychic, and all of that's developing for you. But I was sending out an email, and I think it was just to you specifically. And I added a star to the email, and I was like, oh, wait, I'm supposed to add 5 stars. And I follow directions. So I just like star. And do you want to say, tell us when you saw the 5 stars, you knew who it was from?
I knew, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you had actually sent a group email to Clair Club, just maybe some directions, something, I don't know. It's just like here's a little tip sheet for Clair Club. And then I just replied back and was like, it turned into a love fest, as it always does, because I love both of you. But Sarah, because I didn't know you until Clair Club. And so I just replied back. And then, your reply back immediately was 5 stars. And I just knew, because that's one of the signs that's part of my sign language with David, and is stars. And do you want me to tell the whole story about like how the stars came in? Because I asked for those as a sign.
Yes, please. That's what this is about.
Okay.
It's about your stories.
Yeah.
So, I do love to tell a story. Okay, good. All right. Permission to tell stories. The signs that are happening all the time, all around us, and from our people, whoever they are, our guides or our people that are no longer here or whatever, our animals. And so I have started, I read Laura Lynn Jackson's book and then really got into signs, and Carla actually has a chapter in that book. That's how I know about that book.
I'm
you
in that
do?
too. Yes.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay. I'm going to have to, which chapter? Okay.
It's about, that's how my 3rd daughter came about. We got a impromptu reading at a wedding, and Laura Lynn Jackson brought through my husband's dad at the wedding and said, you need to have a girl. You need to have a 3rd baby. That's how we convinced him to have another kid.
Oh, I remember. Oh, that story. Okay. Holy crap. How do you just randomly run into Laura Lynn Jackson at a wedding and then get a impromptu reading? Wow. Okay.
That's Sarah. She's really special.
Exactly.
As you noticed.
Well, Carla has, her chapter in there about her son, Calder, and that's how I have the book, because she sent it to David, because she was in it, and then he read it a bunch of times before he died, and then I started reading it once he died. Anyway, so I have started this little language with him, and I was really, for many years, thinking about quitting drinking and smoking pot and all the things, and I just couldn't get on board with it. And he died, and then it just kind of kept happening, and I wasn't really loving it. And so I just sat down one day and was like, here's the sign. If you think I should do this, I need a star. And I was like, it's got to be multiple stars. Like, that's the sign. Stars are great. Send me a star here and there. That can be a sign from you. But like for the sobriety thing, like it's got to be multiple stars. And then I sat down. I was watching a TV show, and within like 20 minutes, it was Survivor. And I don't know, it was like episode 8, right? I had seen these people 8 times, and then I'm just watching, and there's this woman with a hoodie on that's just covered in stars. I'm like, how have I never noticed that? What's her name? Where's that hoodie? Every single episode. And so it's like, all right, fine. And then of course I ignored the signs for many months, and they kept happening over and over again. And I don't even remember if when you sent me that it had I had started
you already had
drinking.
You had already let it go. Yeah.
Then it was a cheerleading moment. I was doing the right thing. And so that's what the stars from you meant. And that's what they mean every time now. And Jane happens to be wearing a star today. So cheered on. Yeah. Thanks, husband. All right. I'm doing the right thing.
He was in my closet with me.
That sounds about right. Yes. Yes. That tracks.
Well, I texted with you this morning, Scott, and I was like, okay, I got to meditate. And like the whole meditation was hanging out with David. And I was like, okay, David, okay, I need to. So he was really funny at one point. He goes, okay, I'll back up so that I could like go to my mantra and actually meditate. I was like, if you want to be any good at talking, you got to back up. It's not always the way, but he is very excited that we're all here together. So this is who I credit with us all knowing each other as your sweet husband.
I know we're so grateful because who doesn't need Scott Darlington in their lives?
Oh,
so true.
It's just so true. Well, I had that too, Jane. I mean, I had just met you in Clair Club, and I kept hearing, "Give Scott a reading. Give him a reading. Go give Scott a reading. Gift him a reading. Tell him it's for me. Gift him a reading." And I'm like, okay. And then I'd forget. I was like, okay, I got to email him right now. I'm going to email him, give him a reading. All right, let's do it.
we did it.
Yeah.
It's a great read. Oof. It was so profound. I get why he pushed you, because this was a different message than I have heard from him before. I guess I was ready to hear the things that he had to say in our conversation. Because
he's just so profound. It was, and it was also for me, it was, those readings, Jane, that you give where the communicator, the person in spirit, also wants to share with you to help you learn and help you develop. Because as mediums, we still don't get the full picture. Like we can't see beyond the veil. I mean, we can get communication from it, but we don't have the full understanding of it. And sometimes you get these communicators that really want to help you understand as much as you possibly can. And that was David. He's just like, I want you to get it. Like, I want you to see like how precious all of this is. I know. Yeah. Everything's so precious. It's so,
oh my gosh,
the perspective, it was so profound. It was such a gift. Yeah. And I was high for the rest of the day after talking to him.
Sober mediums who get high on readings.
it's the only way to do it these days.
It's the way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's so funny. I agree with that assessment of, I mean, a lot of times when I'm talking to someone on the other side, they are making fun of me. Like, and I mean, that's always fun. They're like, oh my.
Well, he was too. Like, I was doing this stuff before the reading. Like, I was like, getting everything ready. He's like, oh my God, just stop it. He's like, you don't need to do all of that. Like, it's like, not suspicious. What's the word?
Pretentious?
No. Superstitious. He's like, you don't need all that superstition. He's like, I'm here, you're here, let's go. That's all we need.
I can guarantee you, he was saying, take several seats. It's not about you, Sarah. You're just you're just here. This is all me. Yes. I'm doing all of this. Just sit down and just connect to Scott.
Yeah. Like, you don't need to do all that. You're fine. Let's go.
Oh my God, that's so good. Well, I mean, he was like in my head this morning talking about how I make everything too hard. He was like, you just, that's what he was saying to me. He was like, stop complicating it. It's not that hard. And I was like, but you're a different spirit. Like, you have the go button and I have the, like, I'm going to falter button, and I'm trying to get more go. And he's like, yeah, you just have to do it. You don't get, if you think about it, you won't do it. Does that make sense for you? Does that sound like him?
Yes.
Yeah. That means it's really helpful.
Is that like him as spirit, or is that just him?
I think it's both. Like well, Sarah, we even talked about this in the reading. He, just about his upbringing, and, you even said this would have been right. Anybody else, this would have broken or something like that. And he just was able to keep going. And it was so, despite everything, he was just this bright, being, and he still is. And so, yeah, it's then, it's now, it's in the future, because it's all the same timeline anyway, right? It's all happening at the same time. And so, yeah, that's always been him and always will be him. He is just like, figure it out, and it's going to happen. If he wants it to happen, it's going to happen. And so, message to all of us, right?
Yeah.
Same. Like, get out of your own way.
Yeah, it doesn't
Shut
need
up.
to be
Sit
this
down.
hard. Like,
Yep.
I love that.
Exactly.
It
Yep.
doesn't need to be this hard.
Yeah. You are the only one making it hard. Go ahead, but that's a waste of time. Just
Yes.
stop
Yes.
it.
Just stop it. Come on.
Yes. Yeah, we already know what we want, right? We already know where we are. We just doubt it, and we get in our own head. It's just like being in Clair Club. It's just like being a medium or a psychic. You just start telling yourself, this isn't real, or that's just my brain, right? It's just me making that up. I'm just doing this thing that I do, and it's all inside already. And you just need to let it be and stop trying. Yeah, again, stop trying so hard. It's all happening already, and we're all psychic, right? We're all mediums.
It's true.
The skills are there.
That was actually going to be one of my questions for you, Scott. So as part of the whole Wonder House thing, you joined the Clair Club, and tell me, what was your expectation, or were you surprised? Or I'm just curious, like, because from day one, you were blowing people away with your readings and your connections, but I'm just curious what your expectation was walking in the door.
I was surprised. I was very surprised. I knew, how do I say this? I have always thought, if I believe in these things about myself, if I think that I can do this thing, it somehow makes me special, makes me think that I think I'm special. And we're all special inherently.
You're extra
but
special,
No,
though.
you really are extra special, Scott. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know you're doing all the right things for the ego,
Yeah.
but you are really special.
Well, but to make this universal for everybody that's listening and that we're talking to, it's because, I'm not everybody, but we all have this thing. We all have the ability to connect, and it's just conditioning and the church and the this and the that that's telling us no, that this isn't real, or it's science and telepathy tapes and all the stuff around that, and materialism and all the things. But I don't know how my cell phone works, but it works, and it's just that this is working right now, right? We're talking, and I don't know how any of this works. So I'm willing to suspend my disbelief that we're actually talking to each other in the Matrix here. So. Same thing. I've really, and that's part of, I guess, drinking and doing some drugs. It's just kind of like pushing that all away of like, okay, here's a way to numb that all away and quiet that all down. And so I walked into Clair Club and was blown away myself. And really, Jane, you and I, in one of our one-on-ones around Wonder House, we did something. We did a little, it's not a past life thing, but we just did this, and you just were like, just talk, just say what you're seeing, say what you're feeling, like just say it. Like it doesn't need to make sense. And so that really was the first time that I was able to quiet my brain down and just feel it all and let it all go. And that's really what it is. We just get in our own way. And so that's what I'm learning now, is that, again, it's all inside. I'm connected to this unseen thing. And I know that David's in my heart, and my dog Harlem, and Aunt Carlotta, and all the people that come through in all my readings. And so I have the ability to do that also. It's just meditating really helps. I guess that's another thing that I'm really learning, is that meditating, right? Just quieting your body down and being present in the moment and allowing, I don't know, and my heart really does open. It's been opening for this since David died, so much bigger, but I can now feel it like viscerally. Jane, I think you and I were talking about that last week. Like it's crazy. Yeah. I get into Clair Club, and like I do a quick meditation before we even get in there, and then we meditate. And in that, it is just like, it's just like a drum. Like it's just crazy. It's just opening up, and that's where it's all coming from, is my heart. That's the engine.
Okay, but speaking of hearts, I have a quick story I want to share. So someone else in Wonder House, I was doing a one-on-one with her and she was doing we were doing like an intuitive exercise. And so she's like tuning into me and she's like, heart male, heart male. And I was like, oh yes, 100%. I have a heart here that I'm going to mail to Scott. I can't even remember. I don't even remember what the heart looked like. I don't even remember. Oh, it was a little stone heart.
I've got a little heart on today.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
And it looks like a star to me.
Yeah. A star heart.
It is a star heart. What is even happening? It's a star heart.
A star heart.
That's pretty well done, David.
Well, actually, I saw it hanging up in the bathroom. I was like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to wear that. And I just grabbed it, put it on.
He's like managing our work.
This is my first double sign. I've never gotten a double sign before. Wow. Okay, David.
That is a double sign.
That is really
well done.
So good. It's so good. Hey, I really liked what you said earlier about not needing to know how it works. You like, our cell phones work and we use them all the time, but we don't really understand how they work. We're sitting here on this call, like you're sitting in a different place. We're on entirely different places, yet here we are all together. Like we don't know how it works exactly, but we're still doing it. And I think that's really important for people who want to do this work to understand, like you don't have to understand how it works in order to do it. That's not a requirement.
At all.
At all. No.
I guess kind of better maybe that you don't, because how are you, right? There is no manual to it. There is no book. There's millions of books about it, but there's not one that I think, at least that I found, that definitively like tells you how it all works. And yeah, especially in this country, I know I've been this guy my entire life, a corporate guy, where, I wanted a spreadsheet. I wanted a map. I wanted a way to figure it all out and know exactly what I wanted the script. I wanted to know what I was going to say. Walking into a podcast like this and not having it all dialed in, and this is just a conversation. This is so not old Scott. Like, I would never have been comfortable doing this. I would have had 4 Xanax already by now and would have been dying inside. And it's just not like that anymore, because that's not how it really works. You don't need to know, because that part gets you in your head about it. Everything, life, period. It takes you out of the present moment. And that's all there is. The rest of it is just stories. And it's just thinking about the past or thinking about the future, which is just a story that it's none of my business. How it all works is none of my business. That's not the point. The point is that I'm here right now talking to you all. I'm in Clair Club talking to whomever. It's just, the point is just being there and experiencing it. And again, opening my heart. That's what, it really is what drives me now. It's that feeling. Like, I just want that more and more and more to have it. I can feel it right now.
That heart connection.
Yes.
That's okay. Maybe we should talk more about that, because like this work, it really is about connecting heart to heart with other people. It's not brain to brain.
Yes.
It's heart to heart. And to take it a step further, it almost feels like soul to soul, like you're connecting to somebody at a soul level. Like I'm greeting you, Scott, soul to soul. And then you get the long story that fits within that as well. And we don't even know the whole long story, but there is something to that. And like I can feel, okay.
Here it comes. There it is.
When I was talking to David, he was making me very aware that you and him had been together many times. You had many stories, lifetimes together. And there's something really special and important about that. We don't know that. We don't understand that, but we can recognize that when we're connecting to each other from a soul level or a heart level, and not heart like organ level, but like through love, through that
Yes.
love connection. That's what that
Yes.
connection is, that connection of love.
Yes. And in my body, that chakra, that's where I feel it. But
Yeah.
I'm sure other people maybe feel it somewhere else. And yeah, that's not a requirement that that's where it's felt, but that's where I feel it. But I attach a lot to that. I lead with my heart, and I always have. That's another way that I used to sort of quiet myself down was, that's right. I don't know. That's not how to be a successful adult. That's not how to be professional. That's not, so it's all up here. Like, just stay here. And, it just feels a little prisony. It's not fully real. And yeah, connecting to people through your heart and that energy is, in my mind, in my experience now in this lifetime, in my 49 years here, I'm now realizing that's it. That's the point of life, is love. And that's what we're all doing here, is figuring out in this little school, in these little bodies, is how to get closer to that, how to be more giving love, accepting love, loving everything, every last little molecule that's here, because it's all just energy anyway. It's all just held together with, I don't know. Another thing I don't know. And I don't need to know.
Hey, were you born in 76?
I was.
Me too.
Oh.
I know. When's your birthday?
50 this year. My birthday is June 8th.
Coming up. Mine's in July.
Oh, wow.
You're a month older than me.
50. This is
a big year. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Woo.
Big year to be have the horse going on. Yeah, that
dang.
fire horse is really
right.
bringing some change this year. Yeah, I can already feel him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or her. Them.
And now back to the show. You know what's cool about that whole trust message that David was pushing through, and I think we're spinning on a little bit? I was, you know how in Lauren's class, Sarah, she says for us to go on like dates with spirit. I think I've shared about this on this podcast, but like that has been my new favorite thing, is I go on these dates with spirit. And the one this week, it was like icy and I didn't want to fall again. So I went on a bus with spirit. But the thing I want to share is that the guides were like sometimes my guides are just funny and they're a little impatient. They're like, dude, just trust it. Just trust it. Just trust. And literally they put like skywriting. This isn't my imagination, but it says trust. Like this is just happening for you all the time. Have you noticed that it's happening for you all the time? And why do you fight it? Because from 1 minute to the next, you've gotten 5 signs. You've gotten an amazing connection with, I don't know, you amazing humans who are in my life a lot, who I adore so much. I can't even say it. It's so much. But anyway, trust. Just trust. Like how is it so hard? Why is it so hard?
So let's talk about that for a second. Like, why? So that reading that I did for you, was it just like a week ago, Scott? Like, as I was getting ready for that, David came through beforehand. He's like, you don't need to do all that. Like, it doesn't need to be that hard. Like, you could just like relax. Just like, you don't need to go through all the rigmarole. And it is that feeling of trust. It is that feeling of ease. It's that feeling of flow. So it's the fear of what? The resistance is what? What do you think it is, Jane? Like, I'm trying to pinpoint it for myself to figure out how I can get rid of that.
I think it's kind of what Scott was saying earlier. It's like the brain wants to drive the bus, just to keep the bus alive for a second. And we're all talking about how we could be heart driven, but it's also sort of like surrendery, right? Like, because everything feels really crunchy and like somewhat, let's just go with the word terrifying. Like the world is cuckoo pants. And it's so tricky to stay in the moment because the moment actually is really hard. So then there's this like quality of like you're saying, Sarah, like the long story is we are all traveling in this dimension for a very short time. And we all chose to come here and be in a body because it sounded fun to be here for these fireworks and the fire horse and we wanted this. So then the long story is we've done this many times. We've loved each other many lifetimes. The three of us have 100% chills, been together so many times.
Did you just see me? Yeah, that's like a...
Oh, I'm all sweaty. So... Oh my God, I'm just going to cry. So long story.
Like I just injected out of my seat when you said
left
that.
out of her seat.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm just going to cry.
Yeah, just hang out with a couple of wacky mediums.
That was actually going to be my first question was, how did you become BFFs with mediums, Scott? What the hell is going on?
It's been a lifetime of wanting and desiring, and here it is. Here it is. It's the coolest thing ever.
What I would love to know is you're on an amazing journey right now of creating a new reality. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? I don't know. You don't have to say specifically, but I'm just curious if you want to kind of share about your you're in a surrender moment. That's what I want to say.
I definitely am. I've already said this. I'm a former corporate America guy, and David died, and I quit my job like 2 months later. I resigned, and so I'm retired from that world, at least officially, for sure. Never again am I going to go back into making clothing for the world. And so then I've had this last year plus to really kind of think about what I want to do. I gave myself 2025 to just sort of chill and get used to this new reality. And halfway through it, I started meeting people like you. And what a different reality it is now. It's almost like it's not reality, right? It's like this, this little altered side of it. But so I started writing, which was part of, Sarah, you and I even talked about this last week in the reading. David he's a reality TV producer, and he was a storyteller, and he, in my mind, was this amazing writer, and not even in my mind, he was this amazing writer, but in my mind, that discounted, it just made him this thing, and then I'm separate, and I'm not that thing, and so I never really thought of myself that way. And over the course of him getting sick and me starting a Caring Bridge and writing there and having so much feedback on how great that was, I'm like, what are you doing? This is just an email. I'm just typing to you all like I would type to a factory in China. This isn't any different than what I do every day at work. But I don't know, maybe people were thinking my emails were great before. But point being, I have just really, again, trusted, right? These people are giving me this energy and feedback that this is a thing, this is a medium, different, pun not intended, a different medium to communicate in, and I'm good at it. And it makes me really happy to do it. I'm really good. I've always been really good in one-on-one or one-on-two sort of conversations. I don't really love a large, who loves group speaking or public speaking? I'm sure some people do.
Jane
but that's
does.
not something, oh, well, there you go. And maybe I do now. I actually, I had 250 people in my David Celebration of Life, and I loved getting up there and talking to all of them. So maybe I do love that now. Part of David, dumping his energy into me now. But I feel like I'm getting a little off track here. Anyway, point being, I've become a writer. I got a little Substack going. I really want to write a book. I want to maybe become a coach. And that's what Clair Club is really helping me sort of become comfortable with. The psychic intuitive part of myself. I'm less confident in my mediumship skills, but I'm really, that I feel like I have to do work isn't the right way to put it, but I just feel like there's the psychic intuition part just flows out of me. Just that's how I think I just am, just sitting here. But the mediumship part, I have to slow down and I have to really connect. It's not work, but it's being present in a different way. Yeah, it's different. But the other part just feels like it just flows through me, and I just know what to say and how to say it without thinking. It's just blah, it just all comes out. And so Clair Club has really helped me with that. There have been those psychic readings that we do that have been connected to either a card or a book, or those ones that have an anchor that really have helped me just sort of coach somebody in a moment. I'm like, oh, this is what this means. And you need to hear this around this thing because whatever, it just all comes to me in the moment. And so that's another direction that I really want to take my life, because I feel really comfortable in that. I've always been really good at being a teacher and a mentor and taking all the stuff that's in here and just sort of pushing it out and not really realizing before how important that is, how important it is for me to do that, how I do feel like that's part of what I chose this lifetime for, is to do that. And I just didn't realize how hungry people were for that from me, specifically me, this human being, Scott Darlington, on this planet at this timeline.
5 stars. Yeah.
5 stars.
All the 5 stars, all of them. So I'm just leaning into all of that. I'm the confidence in just being who I am now, being confident in who I am and what I bring and what a light I am.
Can I share with Jane what I saw in your session? So I was shown like Scott writing, but not with like a pen. It was with a quill, a feather quill with a peacock feather. He's like writing. It's like, you're writing with a peacock feather.
That's cool.
That's so fancy.
It is. I looked for one this weekend when I was at Pike Place Market. I did not find one yet, though, Sarah. So I'm still on the hunt.
The right one's out there for you.
It is. Yes. So listeners, if you know where I can get one, then just write in, please, because I'm looking.
I don't know. I think quill writing might drive you nuts, but
no, it's got to be a ballpoint. Come on, let's be serious. But
I mean, I think that's one of the first things David said to me when we met up was that you were a writer. Mm-hmm. Yes. And that you had a book. And by the way, when you were talking about it a few minutes ago, he was like pacing behind me, like, and I'm like, dude, well, you have to. And I said to him, you have to let him write it. He's like, he wants to write it with you.
Well, that's what you said in our reading. You're like, you got it in you. You can do it. But if you want help, he can help you with it. And I know he's like, what is happening?
Can I pose this question? Like, how much do you think is actually us and our own little individual selves versus how much do you think is outside influences? I really like I could tell I was being influenced by David adding the 5 stars to it. But if I had no idea that spirit works like that, I would have just put 5 stars on there and thought that that was completely me. I think we're picking up on this stuff all the time. And most people have no clue. No idea.
It's like I was saying, people that aren't in this world, you think you're crazy. It's the weird thoughts that go on in your brain, but it's always there. The connection's open. It's just whether we want to acknowledge that it's there and then it's happening. Yes. And I think part of his ego, you're just like, it's all me. It's all just this little being here. That's because nothing else could be in here. We're also conditioned to think that I guess the only acceptable way is if God's somehow talking to you. It's hello, God, it's me, Margaret, or whatever that is, right? It's like that's the only way that it's possible, and that's only men who can do that are in a building somewhere with
that's right.
a weird haircut and some weird robe on. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And so another way to keep us conditioned away from it. So I think, that's yes, it's happening all the time, and we're always influenced. And thank God I woke up at 40. I guess 48, because maybe, Jane, I was 49 when I met you. So at 49, I woke up. Here I am. Alive.
Well, when you asked that question, Sarah, I got this image of of like, what is that? NPCs. Like a lot of us are just like NPCs. Is that what am I saying it right, Scott?
NPC.
Like,
NPCs, yes. NPCs,
non-player characters. Non-player So like, well, of course, we just watched Dun, 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 dun. What's that movie? It's so good. The video game. Then they get
give us a little more than that.
No, I'm gonna just do the dun, 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 dun. You guys all know what I'm talking about. Here it comes. With The Rock and Jack Black, and it's
Jumanji?
so funny. Thank you. Jumanji? Yeah, you didn't get it from dun, 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 dun. So Jumanji. I've lost the plot. So Jumanji, there's these characters that are they just move the plot forward. And like, they only have a few lines that they say over and over again. So anyway, like that's just what came up. This is all just a video game. And then like, as we level up, we get to not just be NPCs. Like we can like see more and see more and see more. I don't know. That was like the image I got.
What? Okay. This is like, could be totally off topic, but Dolores Cannon talks a little bit about that.
Oh, really?
And I need to go back and listen to it a little bit more, but I feel like she talks about NPCs in a different way.
Okay.
Do you know who Dolores Cannon is, Scott?
I do not.
Well, you should check her out.
Okay.
You'll just have to, anybody who's interested in some really trippy stuff, go check out Dolores Cannon.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sold. Yes, I definitely will check out Dolores. Okay.
But say more about her, Sarah, because I don't actually know that much. I just know that she's kind of a major figure in mediumship. But
I actually I don't know enough to talk about her right now.
Oh, okay, no
I've just listened. Well, of course, because I listen to all my books. I don't read them. Yeah. But I was just listening to a book of hers, and she was talking about like the helpers and, the evolution of people and mankind and consciousness. It's just like in aliens and stuff like that. Like it's all a bunch of trippy stuff. But she's worth taking a look into.
Obama just confirmed over the weekend, right? He just said they're real. So
what?
Wait,
I missed it.
Oh, did you not see? He was on some podcast and he was asked about it, and he confirmed aliens are real. He said it. He said they're not underground at Area 54, but they're real, unless they were hiding all of that from me. But yeah, he said it over the weekend. Yeah, or at least it came out over the weekend.
But why is that not in the headlines?
Right? Like, come on. I don't want to. There's so much other stuff going on that I don't want to hear about. And so, but I certainly want to hear about that. Yeah. Sign me up.
But here's what's so funny. It's like, this has come out again and again and again. Like, they unclassified all the Area 51 stuff. And it's been a time. And there's these like somewhat overly cheesy Netflix documentaries with really bad music that make me go, I don't really want to hear about the aliens because this is terrible production. Anyway, I just get annoyed. But like, I think like I have a dear friend on Kauai who had an encounter with a spaceship. Like it came down into her view. Her husband was right there. They both saw it. It was massive. And that's cool because I can see it in my mind because I know exactly where it happened over the Shell station in Kilauea. So anyway, then it was confirmed that this whole other group of people saw the same damn thing at like a potluck down island. So I still have the hardest time going, yes, even though I know it happened. I know.
Well, I think the fear is like as soon as you start talking about aliens, everybody will be like, oh, okay, well, I could get on board with the mediumship because, proof of my grandma's there, but now you're talking about aliens, so forget it.
I'm not getting on the alien ship.
Yeah. We can get on the mediumship,
but not the alien ship.
Not the alien.
But I feel the same way. Like I kind of don't want to talk about it, but it's not even just because I don't want to just be more wackier than I already am. I feel like sometimes it's just too much. It's like too much.
Are we going to leave this on aliens? I love it.
No, we got to find another way out of here.
Well, do we want to just finish up the heart story?
Yeah. That's good.
Because we got a little off track. And so the heart that Jane sent me. And let's just go back, time machine back for
time machine
30 minutes.
Keep us on track there, Scott.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's just been nagging at me and my David saying to finish up the story. So Jane sent me this beautiful iridescent white heart. And did we say this person's name? Can I say their name from Wonder House? Or
yes.
Did we not say their name? Okay. So anyway, this reading with Jane, Jess saw all the stuff. And
Jess saw mail and she saw the heart. And I was like, that's weird. Aww. I was on my way to the post office with a heart for
stamps.
Scott.
I believe she said stamps also. She said stamps. Yes.
Yeah.
And so
heart mail.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
So good. I was like, you're brilliant.
And it was amazing. I think you, Jane, even told me about it because it was my heart that you were sending. That's right. So you had sent me a voicemail and told me, oh, this is so cool. And then unbeknownst to Jane, I was sending Jess a heart, a bowl, for a different reason. And so Jess receives the bowl a couple of days later, and then she reaches out to me and sends me a voice note. And she's like, I don't know if Jane told you this story, but I did this reading, this is what I saw in it. And she's like, but I didn't realize it was this bowl. I didn't see the heart that Jane sent to you. I saw the heart that you sent to me. And this is exactly what I saw in my reading. She figured that out when she got the heart. For me.
Oh, the 3-point connection.
Right?
That's so good. That's so fancy.
That is so fancy. I guess another double sign. Oh, I guess I have had another double sign already.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, well, that is a good place to end, Scott. That is perfect. And it's so funny. I don't know if anyone watches YouTube, but my face was like, what? Because I forget.
You're part of the story, Jane. Come on.
I know. I'm always so charmed because I've forgotten. Anyway. So thank you, Scott, for being on here with us and just being on this planet with us and just bringing your bright, bright light. You are just such an extraordinary human. And I'm so happy and feel very lucky to know you and get to hang out with you on Zoom a lot.
Can't wait for the book.
I know.
Me too.
It's coming.
It is. Yes.
David wants his name on it too.
It's definitely. We can be co-writers. That is, I got no problem with that. Yes.
Oh, good. Oh, he's so relieved. And there should be some hearts and stars on the cover, he says.
Okay. Yeah, that tracks. I will make sure that is there. Yes. Ooh, I think I know what the title is. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Game on.
Yes. That
all
just
right.
came
Well,
to me.
yeah, we'll have you back on when the book comes out. How about that?
Okay. I got lots more to say. So, I'll come back on.
All right, dear friend. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you both. This was so fun.
Yay. Bye.
Very Soul is our sponsor for Medium Curious. Jane and I are both Very Soul mediums.
Oh, yes, we are. Verysoul.com, y'all. Inspired by spirit, guided by love, and brought to life by mediums.